Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of...
Turning 30 is a huge stepping stone in a young man's life, but for those of you that are still in your late 20s, there are a couple things that you should know about the changes coming when you enter your third decade in life. You probably remember being a little kid and seeing your relatives, the teachers, coaches, and whoever who were in their late 20s and early 30s, and now that you're at that age, you may have noticed some of them struggling in their health today and looking nothing like they once did. The good thing is that you're still young and changes can be done, but don't wait too long. Welcome to the Workout Nerd Out. I'm Julio Lopez. I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist with over 9 years of experience in personal training, and I also have my master's degree in nutrition. For me, one of the most scary things about turning 30 is that bone density is starting to deplete. Additionally, your metabolism is going to get a lot slower. So if you've always been that guy who could eat everything you wanted, those things are probably coming to an end. Finally, you have to take advantage of the time you have now to better prepare your body for the decades in your life after 30. Today, I'm going to discuss with you some of the things that I'm glad that I did when I was younger, and the things that I wish I did, and ways that you can continue to be your healthiest self from now to your senior years. For most men, maximal bone mass occurs when he's 30. But you know what that means, right? What goes up must come down. The human body is highly adaptable, which can be seen when comparing individuals that are highly active versus those that are highly inactive. The person that's highly active is more likely to be able to run a mile faster and remain energetic to partake in other activities thereafter. In the same manner, the cardiovascular and muscular endurance adaptations are exhibited if these two individuals were to race. You should also know that the bone density for the active person must also have been increased to handle the physical demands in his training. If you're in your late 20s and don't already lift weights or participate in any physical exercise on a consistent basis, you're going to want to make a change before you turn 30. When you lift weights, your body will have to adjust to ensure that you're able to carry the heavy loads, and one way that it does that is by increasing bone density. Bones become weak and brittle for a number of reasons, but inactivity is among the most common. However, if you're lifting weights, this can be enough to signal to the bones that to remain strong or get even stronger. By lifting weights consistently, you might be able to reduce your risk of osteoporosis for when you get older. Males in their late 20s may not even fathom osteoarthritis affecting them, but living a sedentary lifestyle without consistent exercise nor serious consideration about good nutrition may lead towards big problems in the future. Should one become overweight or obese, the increased pressure on the joints are what makes osteoarthritis so debilitating for older people, which then makes exercise more difficult and less desirable because of that pain. Exercise and nutrition cannot fully prevent osteoarthritis, but it can make it less painful if you're to begin living a healthier lifestyle now that you're still in your 20s. Men in their late 20s should understand that the little things they were able to get away with, like eating everything they wanted or partying all night without gaining any weight, will disappear after turning 30. The basal metabolic rate, or BMR, is approximately the number of calories that your body burns to keep yourself alive, and it's going to decrease little by little as you get older. What does this mean for you? Basically, your body is getting less and less efficient with burning calories, and the excess calories that aren't used for energy are going to be stored as fat. Probably the most overlooked aspect that affects a man's metabolism as he turns 30 is sleep. In the US, hard work and hustling are widely celebrated, and for good reason too. But in most cases, this leads to sleep deprivation. In a 2017 study, participants with short sleep had a higher rate of central obesity, higher blood pressure, lower high-density lipoproteins, that's the good cholesterol, higher triglycerides, and greater risk of metabolic syndrome. The solution is easy. Just get 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. Set up an alarm to remind you that it's time for you to go to sleep. Then go to sleep. For the coffee aficionados in their late 20s, start getting accustomed to drinking your coffee black. This means no sugar and no creamer. Black coffee will help you appreciate the craftsmanship of dedicated coffee roasters by tasting the flavors abound from their blends. Additionally, since black coffee has pretty much 0 calories, whereas adding sugar and creamer can easily turn your coffee into a 2, 3, 4, or even 500 calorie behemoth. After you turn 30, you won't have that leeway to chug multiple high calorie drinks each day. So you're going to have to be more mindful about your beverages and not just the food that you eat. Why does a male in his late 20s have to be concerned about bone density when it is at this age that his bone density is at its peak? Because it's basically downhill from here, especially after you turn 30. But don't worry, you can still do something about it. Even if you haven't been physically active for your entire life, you can make huge strides in setting yourself up for stronger bones if you start lifting weights right now. Do you know what happens to muscle mass as you get older? Guys in their 20s don't think about this, but particularly after age 40, muscle will gradually deplete each year. While losing 0.5 to 3% of muscle mass each year may not sound like a lot, when you add it up over 20 to 30 years, you'll see that it is actually quite a lot. The good news is that if you start lifting weights consistently in your 20s and continue as you age, your body will have adapted to the rigors of training. So when you become older, you won't be as fragile as some of the seniors that you see in your daily life. Making healthy eating habits a regular thing is one of the best decisions guys can make before hitting 30. Consuming a wide variety of fruits and vegetables and eating whole grains are great for increasing dietary fiber, which is essential for good digestive health. Fiber acts as the street sweeper for your intestines by clearing out most of the gunk that can cause problems if left there for too long. Also, eating like this typically means that you won't have to waste your money on fiber supplements, and you're even getting the vitamins and minerals that your body needs anyhow. In conclusion, when you're still in your 20s, complications that come as you age are probably the last thing that you have on your mind. But now is the best time that you commit to a healthy lifestyle before these complications slow you down. Just about every feeble old man or woman that you see now was once young, vibrant, and energetic like you at one time. While you can't prevent everything, you can, however, put yourself in a much better position to thrive as you age if you're eating healthier now and exercising consistently before turning 30. So that does it for today's Workout Nerd Out. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, if you know anyone who can benefit from this information, feel free to share it with them. Until then, I'll see you on the next Workout Nerd Out.